Hi, this is Kara. Welcome to Breaking Free Fridays, or welcome back if you've been following this series. Happy Halloween. Today, I felt guided to talk about masks. Are you wearing a mask? And how to tell if others are wearing masks. And does it even matter? This is such an important and interesting topic because the reality is that we all wear masks at different points in time. And masks can represent a lot of different things. They can represent coping mechanisms. They can represent different personas, different archetypes that we present at different points in our lives, different roles, different identities. It's also representative of different aspects of ourselves. We are so many different things. We're dynamic beings. And one of the things that is so transformational and empowering in our journeys is understanding and realizing the different aspects of self so that we can come into basically integration and wholeness, coming back to our true essence and realizing that divine source within, our divine nature, our divine essence, and really being centered in that, and that authentic place of who we are and how we show up in life. And part of our work in becoming more empowered and really realizing who we are is understanding those different parts of ourselves. And we've got a duck festival over here. I don't know if you can see in the background, but it's so cute. They're all over on the lake today. But anyway, think about masks from the standpoint of, for example, perfectionist mask, people-pleasing mask. We can have an adventurer mask. We can have judgmental masks. I mean, there are all sorts of ways that we show up. The important thing is to really reflect on and understand the different layers of ourselves, the different aspects of ourselves, and really understanding, are these attributes serving us? Are they authentic to who we are? Are they representing how we want to show up in life? Are they in alignment with the energetic frequencies that we want to vibrate at, that reflect the vision of who we want to be, the identities that are really reflective of our true essence? Those are where the real questions have power. And I encourage you to take a moment to either, close your eyes and just center and reflect on that, in just quiet space, almost in more of a meditative way, really connecting to God, source energy, higher consciousness, universal connection, however you define that. But really going within. It's a great journal exercise as well, because one of the things that is it's all like, I am, who are you? And really delving into that question. And this is one of those questions that deserves continual asking, continual reflection, and really going deep there. It blurs in those lines of, the masks, personas, roles, identities, archetypes, and really discovering those different parts of ourselves. I keep going back to this concept of parts because, we have our inner child, we have our, our energy as more of an adult. We have the, magical energies. There's just so many different aspects to ourselves. guides, mentors, teachers, Empress energy, Queen energy, adventurous explorer, mystical shaman, lanterns of light. And there's also the shadow sides, the perfectionist, the addict energies. There are so many different pieces, but for us to truly come into alignment with our divine nature and live as frequently as possible in an authentic way, for who we are, it takes really knowing all of those pieces of ourselves, seeing them, being aware of them, accepting them, and integrating those. It's in those moments of integration that we settle back into that home within ourselves, and that we feel that alignment, that we are embodied in our own divine energy and nature, that we are aligned, and that we live and express authentically. So what masks are you wearing? What are the different parts and aspects of yourself? I invite you to really explore that, get curious, really be adventurous about that. And you may also, in these explorations and reflections, it's not just about maybe how you have presented in life so far, or what aspects exist in this moment, but it's also an invitation and opportunity to really explore who it is that you want to be, and what you're going for in life. What are you dreaming of? Because as we really envision and feel into actually having the life that we want in this moment, as if it's already in existence, that requires us to really connect to an identity that is consistent with that actually being in existence in physical reality. And so the more you can connect with that, either in the way that you describe, like what is that archetype, what is that identity, what is that role, and really connecting to that. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you're uncovering as you explore this, and the ideas of masks. It was such a perfect concept to talk about with Halloween, and people dressing up and wearing masks, and really having different costumes and exploring different identities and different things that they can dress up as. So I just invite you to really explore different facets of yourself. And there are so many different ways that we can come into integration and wholeness as we discover these different pieces of ourselves. There's inner child work. There's Gestalt work. There's just different alternative healing exercises and meditations. The important thing is to really be accepting, surrendering into all of the different parts of ourselves. They all are important. They serve an important role. Some of these aspects of ourselves, they may have helped us survive really, really intense, difficult, horrible things. And they may be part of coping strategies. They may not serve us anymore, but our awareness and our integration of those facets of ourselves, so that we can come into that alignment. So powerful, so game-changing. Anyway, I hope you found this topic helpful. If you're enjoying these videos, share them with loved ones and friends, and send a like, subscribe. Let me know what other topics are of interest to you that have been weighing on you. I'm happy to dive deep into lots of different areas. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and here's to your next level of empowerment and breaking free. Have a great week, and bye for now.